Good morning, good morning. All right, we're on. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Let me bring this here. All right, there we go. We are on. We're on. Good morning, guys. Let me just move this. All right, you guys can hear me all good. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. All right, what's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday, guys. Welcome back to another Asia stream. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me get rid of this. And we will pin this. Let me see. Pin message. Don't change it. It's a vibey. It's my signature. All right, nice. All right, what's going on, guys? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Some big moves on gold yesterday in the New York session. Asia, London, yesterday on gold didn't really do anything at all, to be honest. But New York had a beautiful breakout. I just shared this for you guys on Discord as well. Ended up having a really, really nice push. In terms of news for the day, it doesn't look like we have anything at all. Doesn't look like there's anything on the calendar today. What do we have overnight? Is there anything overnight? Let me see. I don't really think so. Nah, nothing too crazy overnight. So we should be in for a pretty clear day. Let's break down these markets. I don't really see that much happening here on gold, but who knows? These markets could break out and we could get some. We can get some trades. Let me just fire up the personal here. Oh, that's the sound you like to hear. Let me go here and let's go. All right, we've got the personal up. Perfect. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see how these markets closed yesterday. See what we got for the day. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see everyone back. Yeah, that's very cozy. Yeah, it was. All right, what's going on, guys? Good morning, all. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. Bit of a weird daily closure on gold yesterday. I still like these gold longs. The main reason for liking these gold longs is more so based off this weekly time frame. You know, we've been speaking about this all week. We got gold below previous week lows and back down at 4,000. To me, this is a very interesting area to want to be a buyer on gold. I'm not really too interested in selling gold at this weekly support. So ideally, we are looking to buy gold. You know, yesterday's candle wasn't the best of closures, but you did still close bullish. And now you kind of got two equal daily highs. So if we bottom wick today, I still want to be buying gold. I think we see gold come up into these two very nice levels here. You got Friday's closure here. And then you got the CPI highs right here as well, which personally I think you're going to come up and squeeze in. I think any sellers here on gold risking off these highs, I think we're going to see gold fulfill this whole entire range for like 450 to like 600 ticks. That's what I'm really looking for on gold. So yeah, personally, guys, I'm not really interested in shorting. You can kind of see here, not the cleanest, but there's a little bit of a left shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. So we're trying to now see if we can get this break back higher. See if we can get some volume in these markets. You can kind of see, you know, we took like what, minus $30, $40 yesterday. And the markets ranged for, oh no, we jumped off here. Markets had a huge sell-off pretty much right after we jumped off. And then you ranged for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hours, broke out pre-New York, and that New York volume just smashed gold all the way higher, which is actually a really, really nice move. A really nice move. But it looks like it's a pretty quiet session. I didn't jump on pre-London yesterday. I know Sean was live. I don't know if Sean took any trades pre-London. But it looked very, very, very messy. Very, very, very messy. So we'll see what we get for Goldie today. But my plan of action, guys, is I ideally want to continue buying gold. I want to be a continued buyer in these markets. Good morning, good evening. What's going on, guys? Got the news canned on the fresh combine. Yeah, nice work, Glenn. Yeah, that breakout on gold was very nice. Like I said, guys, you know, you got your big resistance right here. Look at this big resistance. Rather than, you know, getting chopped up in here, let price break above. Cool, you broke above with huge volume, engulfed the past 9 hours of price action, and then you literally could have just taken the buys from there. You know, that's there. Take it up into like these highs, you know, 200 ticks. Pretty beautiful trade. Whereas in here, you know, you can get chopped up all day long, and you can just range for 9 hours. And you can try and predict, and you can get chopped up, and you can lose loads of money. Or you can just let price break out. Cool. Broke out. Cool. Follow the market. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, we do have Trump talking today, right? Yeah, 9 p.m. EST. What time is it now? It's 8 p.m. right now. So in an hour's time, we do have Trump speaking. Good morning, team. Good morning, man. Good morning. So yeah, you got Trump speaking in an hour, which will be interesting. But ideally, I want to look for longs on these markets. You can see previous hourly, you know, for us to trade this current hour, looks like a little bit of an evening star. But why would I not really want to short this evening star? Because you're kind of just in a bit of a range. You've got support right here, and you have resistance right here. So there's going to be a bit of a no trade range. But if we can break above, cool. We'll see if we can take some longs. For shorts, I'm not really too interested. Why? Because you're selling right down into major support when the weekly, to me, is looking bullish. So, oh wait, yeah, it's not my, yeah, that's right. No, it's not today. It's my Thursday today, but in the US, it's still Wednesday. So it's actually tomorrow for us in Australia. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point. Yeah, so he's speaking on Thursday at 9 p.m. American time. So that'd be my Friday. So yeah, he's not speaking today. Good spot. Good spot. Yes, Thursday. Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. Wednesday right now. Yeah, too many different time zones, man. What the hell? Yeah, so he's not speaking tonight, he's speaking tomorrow. Equal lows on the futures at 420. 4020. That's ages away, man. I'm not thinking that far ahead. That's all the way back down here. I'm not really worried about what's down here. I'm trying to think of what's in here. To me, there's nothing of interest down here personally. I'm not thinking about what's all the way down here at all personally. That's on the futures chart where price is now, all the way down to 4020. You know, that's like 450 ticks away. I'm not really too worried about what's down there. I think if there was a double bottom like down here, it would have got grabbed here. I think what we should be more so focused on is this was a huge breakout. So whatever is below this, I don't really care too much. Because if you always worry about what might happen, you know, hundreds of ticks away, you'll miss out on the now. So we want to be focusing on what's in here, not what's potentially down here. This is ages away. And I'm not looking for shorts anyway, so it's not really something I'm worried about personally. I'm trying to see if we can get these breakout longs. A little bit of a 30-minute morning star trying to shape up here. A little bit of a morning star. Let me get my I'm gonna trade my direct account today. See if we can trade this direct account. Where are we? So yeah, it's not to say that, you know, there might be a double bottom down here. It could be, but I'm also thinking like I'm not really interested in what's down there. You've had a huge morning star, massive breakout yesterday. So I'm looking for longs, so therefore I'm not really interested in what's to the downside. We'll worry about that if you break aggressively bearish, then cool, then maybe we'll worry about what's the downside. But as we're breaking bullish, we want to be looking for longs. Do you see a divergence between gold and DXY? No, I don't watch the DXY. No, it doesn't help me with any trading decisions at all. It gives you unnecessary things to think about. You don't. I mean, you don't need to look at the US dollar to see what gold's doing. You can see what gold's doing right in front of you. It's here, right in front of us. We don't need anything else. We don't need anything other than what's on these screens right in front of us. The US dollar index, which is basically just like 80% Euro USD, isn't going to tell you anything that you can't already see here, and it's not going to tell you anything in before it happens on the charts. I used to look at it for swing trading. I literally don't look at it at all. I couldn't tell you the last time I looked at this. When was the last time I looked at this? Where's the last analysis? Yeah, no idea. No idea. A long time ago. Long time ago. But nah, it's not really necessary for me personally. Especially not for day trading. Let's see. I want to see if there's some longs on gold, but I don't really like this. I don't really like this hourly range just yet. I finished off the video of the drawdown trade from the other day, so I will. I'll try and post that next week. It's a very important video. Very important video. Do I have Telegram? No. I mean, I do, but I don't use it, so no. No, I don't have Telegram. I only really use Discord. I do have an old Telegram, but yeah, I don't use it. Expire, don't expire. Stocks had some pretty decent pushes yesterday as well. Meta is on another absolutely beautiful run. Like I told you guys last week, I have like around $100,000 position in Meta, and it is absolutely booming. Absolutely booming, up 16%. That's about $16,000. Meta is on a great run. Should have a quick look at these stocks from last night. I don't think Netflix is really doing anything. Netflix not doing anything. I bought some Netflix down here. Anything below 75 to me on Netflix is looking good. Alright, what are we up to, Goldie? What are we up to? See if we can get some volume today. It was a very quiet Asian session yesterday. We kind of ranged a lot as we jumped off. We had a huge sell-off, which I wouldn't have shorted anyway. So we'll see if we get anything today. Do you prefer to use 30-minute or hourly? Why do you have to pick one? Why would you just pick one? Between the two, well, why does it have to be one or the other? Use both. I wouldn't pick one or the other. I would trade both. Don't pick you know what? Why would you need to pick one or the other? I'm not too sure what you mean. It's like saying, would I rather use the daily or the weekly? I mean, they're two different tools. I would never just pick one or the other. You know, it's not very hard just to flick between the both. I like both. I like both. Both have their parts. Yeah, just not the 15. Yeah, definitely not the 15. I mean, the higher the time frame, the more important it is. Like, if you get an hourly closing bearish, but then you get a 30-minute bullish closure, then yeah, obviously you don't want to take that buy. That's where most people go wrong. Like, they'll see an hourly candle close, say bullish, for example, and then they'll see a 30-minute close bearish and then try and short. When all that is just an hourly bottom wick to break back higher. So hourly is definitely more important, but it's not really a question of like pick one or the other. You use your 30-minute once you have confirmation on your hourly time frame. That's how I like to use it. That's how I find it works the best. If I get an hourly breakout, cool, I'll look to my 30-minute or lower time frame to get the entry. Like here, hourly closes bullish above the range, cool. If I want to drop down to 30-minute on this 1 o'clock candle, you can if you want to. Sometimes you can just take the trade. But what I won't do is look at this, go, it's a bit of an evening star. Is this going to be a short? Well, no. Why? Because the hourly closed bullish. So that's the direction you want to be following. Let's have a quick look at NQ. Let's not neglect NQ. What did we do yesterday on NQ? Tagging the lows bullish, tag the highs bearish. So Bit of a range on NQ. Previous week, though, was very bullish. Tagged lows, very bullish. So weekly, very bullish. Daily, a little bit messy. No real news today or tomorrow. Look at this. Huge rip up. Massive sell-off straight back down below. Owly in a little bit of a range. Nothing on NQ just yet either. We got time here, guys. We got time. Keep hearing the bottom is in. No one seems to know. But if you had to guess, what's next? Would it be 3,500 or 5,000? For gold? For gold? Is that what you mean? 3,000 or 5,000? 3,500 or 5,000? Where's 5,000? 5,000's all the way up here. 5,000's all the way up there. And 3,500 is all the way down here. What's that? From where we are right now, what's that? Down into 3,500. It's about 5,000 ticks. Up into 5,000. It's about, what, 9,000 ticks? Who cares? Who cares? I don't know why you guys focus on that. Who cares? Who gives a shit? If the bottom's in, the bottom's in. If the bottom's not in, who cares? You don't need to be able to call tops and bottoms to make money trading. I mean, yeah. If I knew if I knew that, I would be very rich. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I don't. You guys sometimes worry about the wrong things. I don't really care what might happen. I want to be trading what's right in front of me. So could we come down to 3,000? Sure. Could we go to 5,000? Yeah, maybe. Trading is an if-then situation. It's an if we do this, then we might do this. Like if we break 4,000, cool. Could we see a next drop down into some 3,900s? Yeah, maybe. If we break 4,100, cool. We break this, I'll target this. We break this, I'll target this. You break below 4,100, cool. I'll target 4,000. You hold 4,000, I'll buy 4,000. It honestly doesn't really matter. Get the crystal ball out. Yeah, get the crystal ball out. You don't need to know what might happen to make money. That's the most important part. Yeah, I do. I take swings as well. I mean, a lot of the personal trades is not swings, but they're not scalps either. But yeah, trading is an if-then situation. If we do this, then I will do this. If gold does this, then I do this. I'm all about reacting. It's not coming home. Yeah, that's actually true. That's just ruined the stream. It's not coming home. It's just not coming home yet. We never said when it was coming home. We just said it's not coming home yet. I mean, for investment, yeah. Again, like I mean, even for investment, I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, for an investment, if you're looking for a long-term investment, 4,000 is still a nice level. 4,000 is still a great level. But I mean, for an investment, I mean, it's kind of been and gone, to be honest, for gold. Gold could range for years. When I got into trading gold, where were we? Like around here, I want to say, or maybe like here. And after this massive run, gold ranged literally from 2020 all the way into 2024. We ranged for 4 years. So to me, if I look at this chart on gold, like, I mean, the investment's gone, to be honest. Could you still buy gold for a long time? Maybe. I think there's better investments out there, personally. And look at this. Again, you had a huge run up. You ranged from 2025 all the way. I mean, that was much of a range. What, April to August? But like, look at this. The past like few years on gold for investment purposes. I mean, you're up 85%. To me, investment on gold. There's. If you want to make investment trades, which is definitely good, I do the same. I'm personally not investing money into gold. I think there's way better opportunities in stocks. But I mean, for investment purposes, 4,000 is still a good level. Yeah, absolutely, man. So focus mindset on what you were trying to achieve in your own trading journey. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Hi, Aaron, thanks for your video. My 16-year-old son has recently started trading and has been learning using your approach. Nice. He's actually picking up really well. Nice. Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. Hearing trades, hourly time frame, taking setups. Nice. Amazing. That's cool. Good to hear. Start them off young. Nice. Starting off trading that early, just, you know, you know, take it slow and steady. Because trading can, you know, I didn't start trading till I was like 22, maybe 22-ish. I started trading. If I started trading any younger, yeah, I mean, sometimes I wish I had started trading younger, but I also don't, because it would have been very, very, very stressful at not a good age. So starting off at 16 is great, but you know, don't put any pressure. Like, you know, treat it like a hobby, because trading can be very, very, very tough. But it's good to hear. Yeah, Netflix over gold. I mean, I'm picking Netflix over gold. That's for sure. Most bullish is Meta. I'm already up a lot on Meta. I've been buying Meta for quite some time. Meta's up beautifully, absolutely beautifully. I've been buying Meta below these lows here. Somewhere around here, I was buying here, was buying more here, buying some here. And overall, we're up like, what, 10, 12%? Which is very, very good. How long did it take me to be profitable? It took me over 2 years. I spent 2 years consistently losing money and failing. But, I mean, I didn't have the opportunities that you guys have these days to be able to tune in every single day and watch someone trade live. Like, I never had that. So I went through all the different BS, a lot of BS as well, to find out my style of trading. Lots of scams, lots of get rich quick BS. So it took me, you know, over 2 years. I've been trading for like 8 years now. But it doesn't have to take you guys that long. Maybe some people it might take longer, some people might do it quicker. It also doesn't really matter, to be honest. I always said to myself, if it takes me like 5 years, I was like, I don't really care. This is a skill I'm going to have for the rest of my life, so I don't care how long it takes me. But yeah, it took me 2 years of just consistently losing. Yeah, lots of BS courses, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of BS out there. There's a lot of good out there too now as well. I think there's maybe more good than bad out there these days, which is good. But yeah, there is a lot of BS out there. Nice. Started getting interested in trading when I was 18. Taking it until I'm 25 to now take it serious. Yeah, nice. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to, yeah. If I was trying to learn trade at 18, it wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, I was 18. The last thing I was thinking about was was trading. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Spot portfolio for stocks, futures for props. Exactly. Freezing the gold tier. Yes, it is. It is very, very cold, actually. It's very cold. What was I doing when I was 18? I was out getting hammered every weekend. That's what I was doing. I was out getting drunk every weekend. Every weekend. That's what I really did. Working 9 to 5 and just going out every weekend. I was not in a... yeah, I was definitely not able to make trading decisions, that's for sure. Just went long on gold. Yeah, it's not a bad level, to be fair. I just want to see some volume, to be honest. It's very, very slow. It's very slow. There's no real... look how small these bodies are. It's very, very small. NQ as well. Kind of slow-ish. We got time, though. We got time. I see something... I trade before 30-minute hourly close. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a trade before the hourly close, but I would have already had confirmation on the other hour. Or sometimes I'll be buying into anticipating or selling into anticipating how I think the candle is going to close. how do I explain? It's like if I, you know, maybe gold's opening and pushing down like this on the hourly time frame, but I'm anticipating the candle's going to look something like this. Then I can look for lower time frame breakouts to, you know, to buy to take advantage of this hourly wick rejection. So I could take like a 5-minute breakout, which I'm anticipating is going to be this. But typically before I do that, you know, I would have had confirmation on the hourly time frame, on the previous hourly anyway, which you can kind of see here on gold. Previous hourly right now closed very doji. That's why it's kind of difficult for me to want to do very much here. I don't really want to anticipate or think too much in this current hour. Why? Because the past, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours have been very, very, very indecisive. Very indecisive. Let's see. Yeah, pick some portfolios. Yeah, it can. I mean, you do get early moves too. But if we don't redo anything now, yeah, you'll probably get the next volume in a few more closes, I would say. Nice, bro. I just saw your message on Discord as well, man. Appreciate that. I'll definitely saw that out today. Appreciate that. Let's see. NQ selling off. Yes, they mentioned not to fight the hourly, given it's been bearish for 3 hours. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, wait for this candle to close like a little bit bullish, then you may get some nice longs closer to 2, maybe. 2 o'clock London time. But yeah, sometimes that's, I mean, it's kind of like example down here yesterday. You chopped and chopped and chopped. You know, you can trade in these ranges and you can get chopped up all day long, or you can just wait for this candle to close, confirm volume, confirm direction, confirm buyers are in control, and then you can just follow the markets. It's kind of like the same thing right here. It's like, you know, we can try and trade in here, and we can try and predict where we think the markets are going to go. We can get chopped up, or we can do the same thing. We can let the markets close above, and then we can just follow the markets. And that's usually the simplest of trades. If I make 10k withdrawal on futures props, what do you recommend I do with the money? I absolutely do not recommend anything. Whatever you decide to do with the money is entirely up to you. I can't. I cannot recommend you on what to do. I can tell you what I personally like to do, but I cannot recommend you anything to do with your money. It's entirely up to you. Me personally, anytime I'd make money from prop firms, I would be building my personal, or I would be investing into stocks. More so this year, I have been putting more money into stocks. Hey, Mikey, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you here, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. But yeah, it's you can treat yourself. You can treat yourself sometimes as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah, if I wasn't on right now, I would be walking away for this whole hour, and I would come back in 37 minutes and see if it's broken out or not. If it doesn't break out, if it hadn't broke out, cool, I'll do the exact same thing for the next hour, 100%. How to make money without any effort? Buy. Look, this is what I do. This is how to make money without any effort. Buy gold here. TP. Usually you want to go for like, you know, look, 400 ticks, which is pretty good. Stops. You want to put it below like at least the last 2 years low. So like I'd say like at least down here. At least down here. But you're telling me that trade's not going to hit? That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. That's all I do. That's all I do off stream. What's going on, man? Yeah, gonna wait. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of patience here. But it could pay. It could pay. Let's see. Yeah, not a bad idea. I mean, it will hit. It very likely will hit. Should we do it? 100% win rate. Exactly. Do what makes sense to you. Exactly. What people do with their money is completely different to everyone's situation. So it's entirely up to you. 100% win rate every trade. Yeah, 30 minutes not looking too bad. Again, this could be an anticipation trade. It's obviously weighs more risk, but let's see. Let's see, let's see. What am I drinking? I'm drinking black coffee. Black coffee and some water. This is not looking too bad here, guys. We're starting to get some volume here. Again, if I buy before the hourly candle close, all it means is that is just riskier. That's all. So if you don't want to take that risk, that's fine. Just wait for the hourly to close. But for me, I'm happy to take these anticipation trades on my prop accounts, not my personal. I won't take these trades on my personal, but I would take it on a prop account here. I didn't leave Top Step. Top Step didn't want to run the overnight shows anymore. I didn't leave Top Step. But I still use Top Step. I still use my Top Step accounts. I'm going to use different accounts today, but I still use Top Step. But yeah, I didn't leave Top Step. They just didn't want to run the overnight shows anymore. Time is it? It's 10:25 a.m. 10:25 a.m. 4 minutes until this hourly is going to 5:30 is going to close, you guys. Let's see this 5-minute close. What am I using? I'm using Top Step. I'm using Lucid, and I'm using Tradeify. They're the top 3 I'm using. There is other ones that you can use, but these are my focus right now. Top Step, Lucid, and Tradeify. Exactly, man. Because even this 30-minute close is bullish, we still run into hourly resistance. Exactly. So it is riskier. You can see you got a little bit of a trend line coming down here on gold. So although it's riskier, I mean, personally, I still like to give them trades a shot. I can still give it a try. I use the 50s as well. I think the 50s is more than enough. Yeah, I think I don't really like care about the hundreds. I think 50s is enough for the size I'm trading and the amount of the gold's moving. 50s is more than enough. Yeah, it was nah, it's all good. I didn't have my car anyway, so I couldn't even get up in the end. But yeah, it was unreal. I paid for it as well. That made it even better. Paid to watch the fight. Oh man, it's the best fight I've ever watched. Honestly, I'm so glad I paid for it. Worth every couple of ticks. Yeah, it was a shit show. I kind of like in a way felt bad for McGregor, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm assuming what he came out doing was the game plan, but fucking hell, it was pretty crazy. What do you think about Alpha Futures going under and not honoring payouts? Have you experienced losing money on? No, I don't know why. I have never used Alpha Futures, or maybe once, like a long time ago. I never really used Alpha Futures, so I honestly don't really know what the situation is. I don't really have any reason for not using Alpha Futures, but I just preferred Top Step, Lucid, and Tradeify, so... I know... Are they not coming back, though? Because I saw Austin this morning talking about it. He was giving away some accounts, so... are they back? I don't know what... I really don't know what's going on. I have been pretty out of the loop with that situation, to be honest. But I'm like, are they back or not? What's this? What's this tweet? I don't really know what the situation is, to be honest. Yeah, they're making it right. Yeah, are they coming back or what? I don't honestly don't really know what the crack was. We did not want to overpromise and underdeliver with the uncertainty officially behind us, and after further talks with our current partners, we want to publicly announce that all of you in approved for pay on premium plans will be paid in Dash. Ex-partner last week. First batch will... I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what the fuck this means. I'm trying to like encrypt what the hell this means. Are they back or not? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I've never really used them for no real reason. I actually did think they did have some good offers. I just never really used them. Are they back there? I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I always just stuck with I was in top step for a very, very long time, and recently I started adding some more, so I never really used them. Wow, really? Offering free accounts and money to help out. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. 30-minute close coming in 1 minute here, guys. It's not looking like a bad close. If we bottom wick, I might give this a shot. Just remember, it is risky. So, if the risk reward is too much for you, don't take it. Wait for the hourly. The hourly will still give you a good trade. But for me personally, I'm going to see if I can bind this hourly close. I'm in limbo until they find. Yeah, so what is it? They just got kicked off Tradeovate. Not... They haven't gone down, right? They just got kicked off Tradeovate. Because I do think they had some pretty interesting looking accounts. I just hadn't got around to trading it yet. Yeah, so full send. Yeah, exactly, Sam. Full send it, man. Full send it. All right, I'm off. I'm out. Not the best of closures in terms of like volume, but you did grab lows and hold support without grabbing highs. If we get a bit more of a bottom wick, I would like to see if there's a potential long here. Not the best of closes, not the worst. If I get a little bit of a bottom wick, I wouldn't mind seeing if there's a long here. Because you haven't really grabbed any highs. Although there's not a lot of volume, you haven't grabbed any highs. It wouldn't be a huge trade, but you've also got a bit of a trend line coming down. Anyone shorting this trend line, you're trying to squeeze this back higher. Look at that 30 close on NQ. Rip the highs, close bearish. I wouldn't really sell this though. No bottom wick gold. And there's a tiny one. Yeah, that was a pretty huge sell off on NQ. Build a 10-minute fair value gap. Wait, gold or Nasdaq? I don't see any. Goldie trying to break out here, guys. I wouldn't mind seeing if we can get along here, but in this range, I need a good trade location. Need good trade location here, Goldie. If we're going to risk our money on this, has to be at good level. We're right back at resistance here. Back at resistance. Back at support. Yeah, it's an instant top wick on the 30 as well. On the hourly, a bearish trend line. If it was like this, yeah, you could, I guess. Yeah, you could, definitely. If it helps, yeah, definitely. Definitely, I can see that. I like that. Kind of got a few trend lines. You got that one coming down there. I guess you can kind of say you got like another one coming down here as well. Kind of gives more confluence for the longs, I guess. Definitely. 600s. Is that on Nasdaq? Like back down here? Thank you. No, it's not too big of a target. It looks good. Looks kind of close-ish. Back down that support. My only concern with NQ is like this is all one. It's all kind of one big area where I wouldn't really want to be a seller, personally. But I mean, you could get there. It's not great. It's not a great setup for me personally. I mean, don't not take it obviously because of me, but to me NQ looks pretty ugly. I don't really like this NQ chart. And the weekly looks like it wants to flip bullish. Previous week tag lows closed very bullish, so I'd have a bit of a tough time shorting NQ personally. Daily's also, yeah, daily's also so messy. Yeah, so messy. Look at this daily. It's horrible. Since what? 2nd of July, bullish, bearish, bullish, 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 doji, bearish, bullish, doji. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. I think Goldie's, if we want to risk our money on anything, I think Goldie is nicer. Yeah, NQ's big range, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, definitely. I think this could be a really good long. And gold has the ability to, the possibility to break out and retest 4100. It's got potential for a very, very, very decent squeeze. I guess scared of no bottom wick on the 30-minute bars. What are your thoughts? I mean, if there's no bottom wick at all, yeah, you definitely want to see at least a bottom wick on the 30-minute. Because if there's no bottom wick on the 30-minute, then there's a high chance it comes back down to create it. But you don't want to get too worried about how big the 30-minute wick is. As long as you're in around the body, it's also fine. But if there's no bottom wick at all, then yeah, you definitely want to be careful. Because it's unlikely you're going to see a bullish closure with no bottom wick. But even here, it still has a little bit of a bottom wick. Even now, it has a little bit of a bottom wick. So as long as you're buying around that open, it's still good. Let's see, are we going to just flip from here, Goldie? Let me see. The range is kind of small today. I say kind of small. The range is very small. Let's see. Yeah, I like yesterday's high. That's kind of if I'm gonna buy gold today. Yeah, I want to be buying into yesterday's high. I think it's a decent target. That's my thought process today. And the thing is, as soon as we start hitting, if we start hitting yesterday's high, that's where the weekly. If we start hitting this high, that's where the weekly goes from being very bearish like this to all of a sudden coming all the way right back above, and it will leave a massive wick rejection. And at that point, there's the possibility that we do come much higher. So, yeah, I like that. I think if we get to yesterday's high, that weekly starts to flip bullish, which is around here. The weekly can come much higher on gold. So I think yesterday's high as a given is a pretty easy target. Oh wait, sorry, you couldn't see my drawings. I was just saying here. If we come to yesterday's high, the weekly goes from looking like this. So if we come to yesterday's high, we go from being like this to all the way starting to go like this. And then what does that look like? Well, that looks like the weekly is about to flip bullish. And you're also below last week's low, when last week was also a pretty decent wick rejection. And then it almost starts to look like a bit of a weekly morning star. So if we look at this weekly for a second, see, like this. If this current week gets close to flipping bullish, I think gold can come much higher. You're below the week lows, so we're kind of trying to form something like this. So it definitely gets interesting. So yeah, it's kind of why I want to be a buy here on gold. I want to buy gold for a big weekly flipping bullish. Flipping bullish candle. Give us a flipping bullish candle, gold. And give us some flipping volume as well, because I'm not really doing too much here. Trying to come down for that bottom wick. Yeah, high week on Tuesday. Yeah, I think gold can come back up to retest CPI highs. CPI highs, which is that high of Tuesday. Yeah, there. Because you haven't really grabbed any liquidity since that CPI push. You haven't grabbed any liquidity since this. So to me, it looks like gold. Again, this is a much higher time frame, but it's still important for day trading. You can see here, gold came down. Wait there. Let's do this properly. We've got time. You can see here, gold on Monday had a huge sell-off. Huge sell-off on Monday. Where's my tool? What's going on? Why can I not? Here. Had a huge sell-off on Monday. Tuesday opened, pushed up, liquidated the daily lows, and had a huge breakback higher. But before this sell-off, we never re-grabbed this high. Well, that's what gold would love to do. If gold was going to have a true sell-off, it would come up, tag the highs, and then sell off. But we didn't. We had a huge push up. We've had a steep pullback here. And again, we've created a new high here. We've come down again to look like this sort of inverse head and shoulders. Printed a new high here again. And that's what I'm looking for. Something like this. It's pretty messy. But this is the next leg I'm looking for. I would be surprised to see gold do this. Is it possible? Sure, anything's possible in these markets. But in terms of a game of risk to reward, this looks like the next leg higher for me. And that looks like something I'd be happy to risk my money on. And from around, you know, this area up into these highs, it's like a 400 tick move. Yeah, not messy. It's beautiful. Yeah, if you can see it, it's beautiful. It actually is. So there's a few reasons why I think gold goes higher. The weekly is at 4,000. We had this massive liquidity grab of previous daily lows where I was actually buying down here on Tuesday to recover my drawdown. And we have CPI highs that we never re-grabbed. And you also have the inverse head and shoulders. You know, like I say, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out for the rest of the week. But that's my thought process. If I'm risking my money on gold, to me, I'm confident to risk my money that gold goes higher. And that's just a higher time frame outlook. So when I drop down to lower time frame, you know, does that mean gold can't have intraday pullbacks before going long? Not at all. You could still see, you know, Asia maybe have a little bit of a squeeze lower, grab some lows before going high. But I'm just saying overall, that's what I'm looking for. So I haven't triggered any longs, even on my personal, for this next leg higher. But it's something I would like to get involved with if we do get it. It doesn't affect my decisions. I mean, it can. It definitely can. But not really, to be honest. Not really. Like overall, you know, maybe Iran news comes out, gives gold a steeper pullback. But overall, I still see the longs. Good morning from Bali. We're back. Good to see you, Brett. Nice to be back in Bali, but I'm jealous. It's cold here in the Gold Coast, so I'm jealous, man. That's that bottom wick on gold now. 25k to 100k. Crazy work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's this is in the span of... I started this back in February, when they had all the restrictions on gold, on all futures prop firms. So I started to fight my personal again. And yeah, that's where I took 25,000 here, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, into 125,000 in profit, including the 25,000 deposit. It's about 150,000. It's like so it's basically like 25 to 125,000 in, well, 6 months, I guess. And I started this when was this? February the 9th. February the 9th. And I've had a lot of withdrawals in between here as well. So this was deposits. Took out 10, took out another 10, took out another 10, 5, 1, took out another 10,000. 15,000, and haven't really taken anything out since then. Soon I will probably take something out. But yeah, this week was close to being a big losing week. What are we up to, Goldie? Goldie back down. Take a GC gold was 0 in camera. 0. Yeah. Yeah, right. I take that back. 0 is crazy. I've only been 30 to 9. Damn, I'm jealous. I've only been trading 0.5s. You can see here, like 0.5s, 0.25, 0.25. The odd 1.5. What's the biggest trade here? What's the biggest trade? The biggest trade was 7,000, and that was a 1 lot. Second biggest trade was a 0.5. So I haven't been using big size at all. Majority of the time, I've been using less than, in futures, 1 mini. But I kind of wanted to like document this. This is the account that I've literally been showing every day for the last 6 months. And this was kind of just like to document the process of taking money from prop firms and putting it into personal. So you guys on Zoom, I'm going to be putting this into a whole course inside the mentorship about how to grow your personal. And then I'll probably just go back to trading personal privately. Because it's very difficult to show. I mean, it's fine like this, but when I'm trading bigger size, like if I'm trading consistently like 2.55 plus lots, it can get very, very stressful. So I kind of have to, I'll probably go back to trading personal on my own soon, but this is more so just been to document, and I'll show the whole risk management and strategy behind it at some point. I'll make a whole course out of it. What lot size did I use when I first became profitable? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really remember. Nothing crazy. But when I first started trading more full time, the markets weren't moving like they're moving now. You know, if I got 20 ticks in a London session, that was like a great trade. So I would have been trading way more than what I'm trading now, which is kind of crazy. So it's like I'm actually trading less than, you know, 2 years ago, say, just because the markets are moving so big. In your personal account with that amount you trade, how it affects your psychology in comparison between prop firms? Personal is can be. Let me just see here. What's Goldie up to? We're gonna break back above. Just came down for 30-minute lows. If we flip back above here, there may be some longs on gold in a second. Personal can be easier and harder because I don't really care about prop firms. Like if I lose a prop firm account, I literally could not care less. Whereas sometimes on personal, it can be a little bit more stressful, but it's also not at the same time because there's no pressure or rush. Like if I don't trade this week on my personal, I don't really care. So it's like it has pros and cons. I like both. I like both, to be honest. Personal is more for like higher time frame moves. Prop firms are more so for like the trades we're taking here together, like the quicker trades. Smashing, congrats. Appreciate it. When you look to buy stocks, are you looking for similar patterns to day trading? No, I don't look at. I'm not looking at day trading patterns for stocks at all. I'm just buying good companies at good levels. That's it. And checking the fundamentals behind the stock. But no, there's no real technicals going into buying stocks other than just looking for big levels. And then just checking the fundamentals behind it. That's it. I use 0 price action to buy stocks. Do I keep growing my personal account or withdraw regularly? I've been withdrawing pretty regularly with this one. I haven't taken a withdrawal since... You can see here. The 22nd of the 4th. I haven't taken anything out, but I will probably do it. I'll probably take something out soon. In the balance right now, I have around 86,000. So I was a positive 25, took out 61, and I have 86 in there. I'll probably take out something soon. Gotta pay the tax man. Gotta pay a tax man somehow. I'm new here, but do you have more than one funded account? I have an FTMO, just check used them before. Yeah, I have multiple funded accounts. Yeah, I have used FTMO before. I used FTMO a long time ago. I have a certificate here of one of my very first ever funded accounts, which is with FTMO. If you close bullish here, guys, I might see if there's a potential long on gold. I might try and take a long here in a second. Trying to buy up into this little range. You can see that 30-minute just came down, re-grab previous 30-minute lows, and now you're trying to break back above. And you also have this hourly tag and lows and trying to close bullish in 10 minutes. So if we get a bottom wick on this next 5, I'm going to see if there's a risky buy here. You're risking around 50 ticks to see if you can manage at 50 to potentially higher, depending on if we can get the volume. Stops will be around like 50-ish ticks, so you want to be managing based off that. But risking off this current 30 low would be good. Let's see. If we come down, I wouldn't mind putting in a buy stop here in a second. Yeah, you got hourly close and you got the other markets waking up in 10 minutes as well. Safe trade of 5%ers? Never used them. Never used them. No, I am a tax resident in Australia. They did an experiment using AI to pick stocks. Really nice. ChatGPT and Claude did it quite well. Nice. I guess it would be good because they would look into all the like fundamentals and earnings and stuff. So all the reports. I guess it would be pretty good. All right, I am going to put a buy stop on the flip of this 5. I'm putting in a buy stop here in the futures. Around 65.20. Trying to see if we can flip this 5 higher and squeeze out these squeeze out this resistance, squeeze out some early sellers. Buying into this hourly close. If we don't drive here, I'll wait for the hourly. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it isn't easy to keep the balance at 25,000 and withdraw the rest to keep it. Yeah, I mean that's what I was doing. Yeah, I could probably do that soon. But anytime I do take money out of my personal, it's mainly to pay for shit or buy stocks. But I don't really have any stocks that I'm buying right now, so I haven't really taken it out. This 5-minute has to flip bullish. If this 5-minute doesn't flip bullish, we got the hourly close in 10 minutes, and I will probably just wait for that. So let's see if this 5 can get some volume. My stop loss will be depending on price action. All right, I'm in there on Goldie. I am in. I'm trying to see if we can drive. I didn't get the best it feels there, I'll be honest. What do I get? No, that's not that bad. See if we can flip bullish. Let me just, I was going to quickly run to the bathroom. I'm going to stay off this hourly close. Give me a couple minutes here, guys. Give me a couple minutes. Oh, look at that. Goldie right back down here, guys. Stop is here, but I'm gonna bring my stop here. I gotta close that there. Nah, I'm closing that. Messy. Straight back down. I just lost $150 there, guys. Minus 150 for me. Messy. Ugly price action. Trying to get that flip into that hourly close, straight back down. So what I closed that? I closed that about minus 147. Minus 147. Messy price action. What was that from a tick? Tick minus about 40 ticks. Let me just post this in Discord. Buying into hourly. Messy price action, guys. We'll wait for the hourly. I thought we were gonna get that flip into the close, but we're straight back down. Let me see that hourly. Messy. Yeah, that's because it's not coming home. It's because Messi beat Argentina beat England. Wait 6 minutes and see how it moves. Oh yeah, nice one, man. Thank you. It would have been great if you could tell me that earlier. I definitely should have listened. Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate that. I don't know what I would have done without that. Flashbacks of this morning, yeah. Yeah, literally. Minus 40 ticks there, guys. Hourly looking like we're going to close bearish. You may come down and fill in this week. You may come down and fill in this week. NQ ranging. You should have known. Yeah, what do you mean? Why didn't you wait? You should have known to wait for the hourly. Yeah, flashbacks. Yeah, I got up at what, 4:45 this morning to watch that. I'm probably going to wait here for maybe pre-London, guys. You never really grabbed any of this trend line. And you've got price looking like you're going to close pretty bearish on this hourly. So you're very likely going to see gold come down and fill in this wick. And at that point, to take this next hourly trade, it's 25 ticks. Am I trading 25 ticks? Nah, absolutely not. So with that being said, guys, I'll call it here, guys. I'm going to take the minus 40 ticks. Took a minus 147-ish dollars, which is fine. But I don't like this price action. I also don't like shorts for the next hour. So I'm not going to trade this next hour, guys. I'm going to walk away and wait for pre-London. So I'll take the small loss there, guys. And we'll come right back again tomorrow. I'm going to head off to a lunchtime jiu-jitsu session and leave the markets and wait for pre-London. So good session, guys. Only a small 40-tick loss. We'll make that back in one trade. But when the time is right for me, right now, I don't like shorts. So there's no point me sitting around for the next hour. I'll go enjoy the freedom side of trading. But we'll be right back again tomorrow, guys. So trade safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys next time. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.